Welcome to McGurk Alumni Stadium in Amherst, home to the UMass Minutemen. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on last year's national champions, the UMass Minutemen. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ellington. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Gophers offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So UMass offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line, because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. UMass lines up with a first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UMass! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Yeah, no monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the league.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll pull it on the read. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UMass!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. He makes the catch at the 10. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The UMass offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this.
He wants to take the top off. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Minutemen! No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Let's go,
Back to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it. He gets a block. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. UMass mounting a threat from the red zone. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without... And it's picked off at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Golden Gophers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Looking to throw on 1st down. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The UMass offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Let's go.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
Flag.
To the air on first down. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it down the left. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. There he goes! At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Minuteman! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And he makes the extra point. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Bring in the heat. He's going to take off. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
UMass to the line facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on the guy. That's
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Wants to throw again. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of a quarterback. And are his feet set, or now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football, and you could tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting a little bit.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On fourth down, looking to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Under fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The give to the tailback. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Come on, set.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UMass. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Ellington. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got a man. It's Hussein. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Got it in the middle. It's Stocker. At midfield, he's got room. All by himself down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UMass offense returns to the field.
414 satellite. Ready.
They'll go to the ground. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. UMass comes to the line, facing 2nd and short.
Here we go. Set. Ready, go.
Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Wide open spaces. He's at the touchdown, UMass. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
pure domination all game long for this offense, whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football. Critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Golden Gophers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Bounced off his feet. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Still running at the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. To the air on second down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up third down. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Finds a seam. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. Got something going, you got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up, but man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Applewhite. He's loose down the left side. He's at the top. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
He's loose down the middle. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one It's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Coming out with it, it's McGee. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left side. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part and the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potentially, David.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.